team from the University of Liverpool for hosting us at this event. It's been a really intense day. We covered a huge amount of content and information very quickly. So it was sort of a sprint and a marathon at the same time, which I don't quite know how we did that. And it was almost like a culture clash where it was sort of two worlds that crashed into each other. At least that's how I perceived it, where sort of there's a set of content that was coming at it from sort of development side, set of content that was coming at it from a mathematical research side, and there's a huge amount of sort of overlap and synergies, but there were still two different worlds that were engaged. And I think from the development side, one of my key takeaways is that we need to do perhaps a better job of articulating what questions we're looking for and how, not how, but what we'd like help answering, I guess, basically. And my request from the academic side is to see how you can do all of the crazy stuff that you do that I don't understand. I mean, the formulas in that first presentation, I had no idea what that was. But how can you turn that into guidance, recommendations, and action for practitioners and for policymakers? So really interesting discussion just now on digital wages, but it wasn't obvious to me what's next. How do we act on this? And I think that's the key piece that we need to figure out from our side, how to more clearly articulate what we're looking for, what questions we want to answer, and hopefully from the academic side, moving beyond the analysis to clear recommendations and guidance for action for policymakers and for practitioners, because I think that's where the rubber meets the road, because that's where we'll really see an impact. We're looking for real impact. We need to get to that point where practitioners will improve their activities because of the information that you're giving them. The policymakers will have a better idea of what policies work and don't work based on the information that you're able to give to them. So I think that's, we both have our homework cut out for us, so to speak.
Thank you, Craig. And I know that everyone in ILO heard me that we need data. Yusra really got the message. But my second message that I tried to convey was that when you work with academics, you have an army behind it, because actually these students in this room are the ones that we can count on to do all this work. So you have the homework as much as we do. So thank you for coming today. Thank you, Craig. Dinner at 6:30.
Yeah. Thanks for the online audience.